Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the INTJs Cognitive Functions. Make sure to watch each one and find out how the function stack designs your life. There are 4 cognitive functions for every personality type. The order of the functions is determined by human choices, and they connect language to the way we process information and make decisions. Making decisions requires the use of thinking and feeling, while processing information requires the use of intuition and sensing. The cognitive functions for the INTJ personality type in order are NI, TE, FI, SE. The top 2 functions of each category are used to identify them. Find out how the function stack designs your life choices and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here are the INTJ's cognitive functions. Number 1. Introverted Intuition, NI. Introverted Intuition, NI, is the driving force of the INTJ personality type. Strong NI users navigate their future and use their subconsciously stored patterns to either make it what they want or to avoid what they fear. This is why people who have an INTJ personality type frequently characterize them as visionary or future-focused. Instead of getting caught down in the minutiae of the past, they are making predictions about future developments based on the overall themes and lessons they have learned. To predict how anything will turn out, they will totally act it out in their minds. Because they are not psychic, their judgments are not always accurate. Knowledge is always important. INTJs will grow more adept at reading and anticipating events as they age, since they will have more patterns stored away. People with the INTJ personality type have a propensity to seek for the deep meaning or underlying cause of things. They want to unite everything under a single, all-encompassing idea or philosophy. Instead of concrete examples or specifics from previous experiences, they will place greater emphasis on impressions and concepts that are by their very nature more abstract. People with this personality type won't be overly detail-oriented and probably won't follow the rules because NI users lack SI. They won't stop being precise, but only to the extent necessary to accomplish their objective or finish the task at hand. If considered superfluous, some information may be omitted. People who take too long to get to the point may irritate INTJs, since they tend to speak in a very particular and direct manner. People with the INTJ personality do not share their weird intuitive leaps aloud, whereas NE users are more likely to do so and take you along for the conversational ride until they arrive at their conclusion alongside you. Instead, INTJs will analyze the situation in detail before sharing their findings with you. However, the issue is that you'll usually hear the conclusion before you hear the case or thesis. INTJs make sure that the desired outcome is always achieved, regardless of what the other person does. They'll construct a scenario so that it yields either the desired outcome or response. This is why INTJs may appear to be very intelligent or may have a special fondness for chess or other strategic games. Number 2. Extraverted Thinking, TE. Extraverted Thinking, TE, is the second or auxiliary function of the INTJ personality type. TE users will refine a procedure until it is as effective as it can be. This function will be used by INTJs to arrange and organize their environment. For INTJs, TE will assist NI by seeing that plans are carried out in the most effective manner feasible. In essence, TE will support them in realizing their NI visions. Because of their special NI-TE combination, INTJs are usually portrayed in fictional contexts as wicked masterminds with elaborate plans to rule the world. But not every INTJ will have a complex global strategy. Many INTJs will only concentrate on their own lives, using their TE to accomplish more modest objectives. Although INTJs do enjoy control and their NI-TE will go to great lengths to preserve it, they won't be entirely opposed to taking risks, even though they may be highly cautious. Their TE argues that it is more effective to delegate a task to a third party since the latter may complete it more quickly or, at the very least, because it would free up their own time for other, more crucial tasks. As a result, INTJs tend to delegate wherever it is practicable. Because of their efficiency and end-goal orientation, INTJs may come across as impatient to others. INTJs will occasionally express things painfully, even if it comes across as cruel or harsh, because TE is interested in the real and accurate flow of information. It would be pointless to try to sugarcoat things. An INTJ's auxiliary TE tends to make them appear somewhat inflexible and abrupt when you first meet them. They should eventually become less stiff as they grow accustomed to novel situations or a particular social setting. TE users enjoy talking aloud in discussion with people since it is a natural way to apply extroverted thinking (TE). As long as no emotions are involved, INTJs will likely enjoy disputing or theorizing. Number 3. Introverted Feeling (FI). Introverted Feeling (FI) is the INTJ personality type's third or tertiary function. When FI is present, INTJs have a strong sense of who they are and where their values and morals reside. It'll provide them a sense of self without forcing them to overthink or constantly analyze how they feel, as an FI-dominant person would. They'll probably say things such as, "This is just the way I am," perhaps as an explanation for a TE-driven action, or to obstinately refuse to change their attitude or viewpoint. They probably won't be interested in critically analyzing their sense of self or identity unless they're trapped in an NI-FI cycle. As a result of their tendency to not overthink themselves, tertiary FI users tend to feel more confident. Because they are low FI users, INTJs tend to be less aware of how other people are feeling and instead focus on how something affects them personally. However, they do have a strong capacity to identify with individuals going through something similar to what they have gone through. They will have a strong feeling of responsibility and an unwavering loyalty to their family and friends as a result of FI mixed with their higher functions. When INTJs don't live up to their own standards and aspirations, tertiary FI can make them quite hard on themselves. They could find it difficult to overcome a personal setback or the inability to live up to a conviction or self-made expectation and end up drowning in a sea of self-criticism and disappointment. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. Extraverted Sensing (SE). Extraverted Sensing (SE) is the fourth or inferior function for INTJ personality types. They may experience this in a few different ways. It can first appear as a reduction in the value of sensory or tangible information. They could be so focused on grasping a deeper meaning or believing an ethereal impression that they fail to notice the evidence that is directly in front of them. They could decline to make an effort to substantiate their intuitive inferences with hard data because they don't see the need to or feel unable to do so. Having SE as their weaker function may effectively lead to them not even trying, which may ultimately lead to resentment when those around them refuse to believe their baseless conclusions. Inferior SE can also make it difficult for INTJs to feel present or adapt in the moment. They may find it difficult to live in the present and act appropriately since they have a personality type that tends to think far into the future. They can discover that sudden action stresses them out easily and would rather have lots of time to prepare. Additionally, sensory pleasures such as overindulging in food or perhaps purchasing pricey and excessively ostentatious items may be a weakness for INTJs. They might also be incredibly kind to friends and family, buying them gifts or lending them money. Additionally, INTJs are likely to have a little urge for adventure, but because this function is underdeveloped, the idea of engaging in such adventures may make them anxious and prevent them from acting on their desire. A highly tastefully designed home or a passion for fashion could be signs of this personality's strong respect for aesthetics. These videos will be really helpful for you.